Welcome to another exciting episode of the $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Papergoy.
And I'm Mr. Magazine.
And we're kicking it old school back at the
Yeah.
warehouse.
How far are we going back?
Way
back?
Way back machine.
All right.
Way back, but we're on a Saturday now, so why don't we tell everybody all the bolos that we
All
found.
right. Up for grabs here. Well, it was up for grabs, but not anymore. Sorry. But 1937 World Series program, Giants versus Yankees. It's got DiMaggio and Lou Gehrig in there as well. I had this up for a year, but ended up taking it off around $300. Not too bad. It's in good condition, I would say.
Oh,
overall.
and it's marked. Okay.
Yeah, it's got some wear on it, but very cool piece. Mainly because Gehrig's in there, it brings the high dollar amount.
Now, did they figure out what game it was?
Yep, that's a very good question. And hopefully, well, if you look at the scorecard, I'm sure you can tell. Let's see here. We got the Yankees there, and we have the Giants there. But what game, I do not know.
Because I know some people. I mean, I'm sure people,
Yeah.
the big time collectors
They'll
know
know,
that
yeah,
kind of
for
thing.
sure, yeah.
But yeah, one little tip that you can do on these things over here, especially if you think it might be a really good one, like if something really big happened during the series.
Yeah.
You can always Google the final score, assuming they kept score on it properly,
Right.
and figure out it's game 4, it's game 7,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, great Art Deco, right?
Yeah.
Sure, very cool. All right. Next up, so I gave my employee a bunch of items that were not on Amazon, and I didn't know what they were worth. We threw this up for $20. It went for $100. There's got to be some key in this. I do not know.
Well, it's number one issue, right?
It is number one issue, but I don't know if there's First Psychotic Cyborg or something else going on in there. But went for $100. Can't argue with that.
Well, and that illustrates why we put everything up for auction first.
And it could be V for Vendetta as well, so there could be some origin in there that I'm not aware of, some obscure origin, yeah.
I know people have always asked, why do you do that? This is Exhibit A as to why we do that, because otherwise you would have put it up for 35 and been happy to get 35. Seriously,
Right, exactly,
you would have. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So you get
And my employee actually that's listing these, she's new now, but she also listed a bunch of autographed books and comics, and she forgot to uncheck make offer, which I'm not a big fan of. I know you use it, but someone offered us $50 for something we threw up for 20 like within an hour, so we obviously know that's a good one. Mm-hmm. We don't know what it is, but we're going to let it ride out. All right, moving on. This was the stunt double chalice to Raiders of the Lost Ark. I'm just kidding here, but no, I don't do much with these type of things, but I think I paid $10. 1930s men's doubles tennis trophy, W.M. Rogers quad silver plate, went for $26. So
yeah, those are the things you can find out there.
It was one of those things that I don't deal in them, but I knew it was part of a package deal. I said for $10, I'm sure it's worth $20, $25, and sure enough, it did sell right off the bat. Moving on, we had this up for almost a year. Rolling Stones lot, Voodoo Lounge mask, and a no filter bag. So obviously, this no filter bag is something that Papergoy specializes in because he sells bags.
I do sell a lot of bags.
End up selling it, I think, for $20.
That's my bag, baby.
Exactly. I don't think I had too much into it. I bought it with other Rolling Stone stuff, but still, nice little lot for $20. All right, moving on. Not sure if you can find this graded.
Black box.
I don't even know where I got it, but it is the black box and the handle there.
And I know we've talked about this before. There are a number of different errors or different. Like there's a white box, there's a small box.
There's oval, there's triangular, there's what? Yeah, exactly. So I don't know how this might be average error, availability there. I don't know what's going on, but we sold it for $35. So if you see the ungraded, it's probably worth not much less than it. It's probably worth $25 to $30 if it's raw. So definitely pick up any of these have value. There's just anywhere from $10 to probably $100.
Right, depending on which one. Right.
All right. Next up, got this as part of a deal with some other tin toys and so forth. This has the original box.
114.
And it's probably why we put it up for $20-$30. It did go for $114.
How many bids?
Where are we looking here? 8 bids.
8 bids. Holy mackerel.
So very cool piece. Good shape and box. We did not test it. We just said you're getting it as is. It may or may not work, and it still went for the $114. And maybe because of the artwork on the box, who knows?
Wow.
Yeah, very cool. And I think you were up.
Sometimes you probably wish this were true. Hello, I am a deaf mute.
Oh, yeah, stop right there. Yes, you are correct. You are correct.
1940s Pledge of Allegiance in sign language. This is really interesting. It would have been a fundraiser for a deaf mute person back in the day. You get the card for 25 cents. You should have bought all of them you could find because I got $15 out of it.
Nice.
And it's literally just a small little card. So it's the kind of thing, I mean, obviously you can find them out there. tells the sign language on the other side. Can't argue with that at all.
Cool.
Next item, I know we've talked about this before. I know this was in a haul video. Sports Illustrated hardcover, three-peat Los Angeles Lakers NBA champions 2002. Got the $28 out of it. And as I'd mentioned before, Sports Illustrated did these for, I know they did them for the Patriots. I'm sure they did baseball
I
ones
got the
as well.
Cowboys ones,
Cowboys.
Yankees ones, yeah.
They're out there. They're definitely out there. You usually can pick them up for $1 because people don't realize what they are. They just think they're a book. You pay $1 for it, you get $28 out of it. I don't know about you, but that's a pretty good ROI in my world.
For sure.
Next item, I could definitely use a good stiff drink with everything going on today. Standard Cocktail Guide, hardcover Crosby Gauge, 1944, second print. I threw in bartending and mixology in there.
Nice.
I think I took a $35 offer on this. I've talked about it before. It still holds true. There's a lot of value in the old cocktail books, the mixology books, so definitely do pick them up when you find them out there. Some are worth hundreds. I just read one of the top 20 books that sold in Abe Books during the month of June was an 1861 first edition, first cocktail manual book printed in the United States. It sold for $20,000.
Holy crow,
Yeah,
wow.
there you go. So they are out there, obviously, because that one was found. So pick up the old stuff when you find it. IGEA magazine, which is not a good magazine whatsoever, except that issue, because it has a story about Alcoholics Anonymous. There are people out there to collect Alcoholics Anonymous. I believe I took $60 on this. You find these magazines. When you do find them, nobody wants more than $1 a piece for them.
Maybe they bought it because of the woman chewing on a watermelon.
May have as well, but I'm going to say it's probably Alcoholics Anonymous.
Okay.
Especially given that I didn't mention woman and watermelon in the cover.
And her teeth are very white, so it could be like,
maybe
she brushes her teeth a lot. And
maybe a dentist bought it. There you go.
Could be.
And the last item I bought, now this was one that was up for auction. I took an offer. I took an offer of $125 on it.
Wow.
For the Sake of the Song by Townes Van Zandt Songbook, 1977 first print. I had no idea it was good. Just was in a situation where I was able to buy a bunch of sheet music songbooks for the right price. This was one of the items in there. Spoiler alert, I did not pay $125 for the entire pile.
I doubt it. Knowing you, I doubt that. Yeah.
Now, how big would that pile of sheet music have to be for me to pay $125?
I wonder if he's related to Stevie Van Zandt.
I did not look that up. I meant to look it up, but I did not do so. Okay. But that's obviously a very good one out there. None were on eBay. None had sold on eBay. I found it on Abe Books, and I just kind of priced off of that, a little bit higher than that, and I got a $125 offer on it. And the person that won it actually had, I believe, one positive or two positives. So I think they have just joined just to buy this. It may have been.
Very cool.
So obviously it's a difficult book to find, and every once in a while you get lucky in the sheet music and songbooks. So hit the like button. You make us feel lucky. Hit the like button there.
Yeah.
And we will see you next video.
Take care. Bye-bye.